Bread will be handsome. You can pray for money. I know you get money. The women will roll. I'm a brother, mama, I do well, mama. I'm a brother, mama, I do well, mama. Sweet is our live. No, but I'm a brother, never wear my wake out.
You take it from you today, I will take it from you tomorrow, sister. You take it from there today, and I will take it from you tomorrow, brother. Oh, guess I believe, guess I believe, oh, guess I believe. Now for good and lose.
Guess I believe. No, but I'm a brother, never wear my wake out. Sweet is our live. No, but you may be a
you want me to have the guy? What I blow, what I blow, sweet, sweet, yes, I believe. Now for good and lose. No quiet, no quiet, no quiet, no quiet, no quiet. Now for God alone, I said sweet, sweet, yes I believe. Now for God alone,
whatever you're doing,
and
however you're doing it, I'd like to see
how long she living, her hair will green as salon.
And a bread will be handsome. You can pray for money. I know you get money.
Welcome to this wonderful and powerful segment. Those of you who are there, just so you know, I'm here too. And that's why we're going to be doing it together tonight. Oh yeah. It's a believer.
You take it from you today, I will take it from you tomorrow, sister. You take it from there today, and I will take it from you tomorrow, brother. Oh, guess I believe, guess I believe, oh, guess I believe. Now for good and lose.
Guess I believe. No, but I'm a brother, never wear my wake out. Sweet is our live. No, but
Hima Ben can eat it. Everything can happen. Okay, all right. Tonight, my name is Sheku Lansana Shapewanyong Pao Tutu Hindo Waikoroma, and I'm here tonight with you. We're quickly going across the county to see if we can bring our correspondent here tonight. And our first stop is going to be there in Mangibi County, where we have Benson Mate Moko is there in Mangibi County. Benson, good evening. How are you?
What's your good evening, and good evening to the people of Liberia. It's good to be on again this evening. I'm grateful.
Wonderful to hear that you are grateful to the Almighty God. Benson, sure. What's happening in Mangibi County tonight?
Well, Mangibi is peaceful this evening, and like I posted with the intro in our chat room this evening. And today in the afternoon, there were lots of women and children with other civil activists in the principal school of Kakata protesting in demand of little Beatrice Heenan, who got gruesomely murdered by an unknown person. Children and parents gathered in the street today to protest for justice to prevail for little Beatrice Heenan. And it was a scene where thousands of Nigerians gathered in the street today of Kakata to protest in demand of little Beatrice Heenan.
The last time you reported that she got missing and she was found dead and body part extracted. Yes. Since the investigation has been going on, have they had any clue so far?
Yeah, with the investigation, according to the Liberia National Police, we visited them today based on the issue being raised by citizens here. And they told us that the investigation is still ongoing. They were plain clear to us that the investigation will take some time because there are other names being mentioned, being linked to this case. So they are doing their investigation. So they are appealing to citizens of Margibi County to give them the time in doing the investigation properly, that they will bring the perpetrators that did the act to book. So they are calling on Margibians, those well-meaning Margibian sons and daughters, to hold fast to their anger, to give them chance that they can carry on their investigation, that everything will go on smoothly for the betterment of this country.
Benson, is there any other thing you want to let us know before we leave you?
And again, we spoke to some of the activists and the mothers here in Kakata concerning the issue, and they have said that if they cannot get redress from now to next week, Wednesday, they will come back in the street to call on national government attention to this matter, because little Beatrice Heenan was a very brilliant girl within the community. She one person who she used to love school, and she was very respectful. So this has drawn the attention of many Margibians to the issue. So they are calling on the Liberia National Police. If they cannot get redress from now to Wednesday, if they cannot get redress from now to Wednesday, they will get in the street again with another protest.
How massive was the number today when they got in the street? Were they above 1,000 or they were above 500?
They were above 1,000. Like I said, women, market women, mothers of various homes, children, and some activist groups in Margibi County. They were all in the street today. So it was somehow sorrowful, where they were marching with a banner with the photo of late Beatrice Heenan, where she had a school uniform on, and added with the body that the part was extracted out on the banner. They were marching in the principal streets of Kakata today.
Benson Mati Moko, thank you so much for giving us update tonight.
Thank you so much, Sheku. It's been a wonderful time being on the platform this evening.
Benson there in Margibi County. He's our correspondent, letting us know what is happening there in Margibi County. What is happening now in Bomi County? Let's see quickly whether we can go over to Bomi County and bring you Mohammed Sharif. And as soon as we get Mohammed Sharif on the line, then we'll tell you exactly what's happening in Bomi County. Mohammed Sharif is our correspondent there in Bomi County. And Mohammed Sharif is making us to know that the vice principal for administration of the John L. Pavola Elementary School says the refusals of the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Education to assign security at the school is causing a serious setback to the government-run institution. Let's go over to him tonight. Good evening, Mohammed Sharif. How are you tonight?
Let me say good evening, Sheku Kroman, and thanks this evening for joining Bomi County on your platform.
Mohammed, tell us what's going on in Bomi County. You talk about the principal of, the principal for the administration of the John L. Pavola Elementary School. What is happening? What's this security thing he's talking about?
And so you are right. The information coming in is quite true. The vice principal for administration, Mr. Louis Conan, has alarmed on the issue of lack of security, to be assigned at the John L. Pavoda Elementary School. According to Mr. Conan, they have experienced, a lot of criminal activities, which is causing, the school to not, really go up or rather, decreasing in terms of, their own essential school materials. Whenever the store those essential school materials, in the facility or the premises of the school building, you found, criminal breaking through the area and taking away those essential materials. As a result, now they are no longer storing those essential materials of the institution at the school, but rather carrying it to other areas for safekeeping, which according to him is not really fun. According to Louis Conan, since the establishment of the school, or since the school started operating, there are a lot of burglary been ongoing, at the compound. So now he proffered this call to the Ministry of Education, through the local office in the county to ensure that they can at least assign one or two security to safeguard those essential materials so that the children can have access, to quality education.
Okay, has there been any response so far?
Yeah, we request the CEO also. We did follow up with the county education officer, Mr. Sandra Kunim, and he promised that this year he will do everything possible to ensuring that they can assign a security, at the facility, because according to him, there are a lot of complaints coming at his office whenever the principal is making her report. There are a lot of complaints coming in on the issue of security, so he's now taking this very serious. He will ensure that this year he can assign a security to that place so that at least the materials, teachers are using can be safe or guarded.
Is there any other thing you want to share with us quickly before we leave you tonight?
Except for the Ministry of Agriculture that have started the recruitment of smallholder farmers. According to Mr. Evan Greaves, he said the Ministry of Agriculture have deployed manpower, a workforce within the county, going across the 5 administrative districts of Bomi County, in ensuring that they can recruit smallholder farmers in terms of rice production, coffee production, including even livestock, where they will provide those materials for them so that those smallholder farmers can be empowered to do a type of farming activities within the county.
Thank you very much for talking to us tonight.
Let me thank you, Kuroma, for joining Bomi tonight on your platform.
Thank you, Mohammed Sharif, there in Bomi County, letting us to know what is going on. If you're just joining, I'd like to say welcome. This is Blaze Communication Network. We broadcast here in Monrovia. What is happening there in Maryland County? I am trying harder to see whether we can go over to our Maryland correspondent to let us know exactly what's happening in Maryland County. And as soon as we get hold of him, we will bring you the information this night. So this is Blaze Communication Network. It seems that the president of the William V.S. Stockman University in Harper, Maryland County, Professor Dr. Olu Kilmanji, have ended a day-long meeting, the meeting which was held at the university campus on Friday, February the 2nd, 2024, brought together students, staffs, and faculty members. Mark Newpan is our correspondent there in Maryland County. Mark, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing very great. And let me say good evening to the peace-loving people of Liberia.
Mark, tell us what's happening in Maryland when it comes to the meeting being held today at the Stockman University main campus.
Well, my meeting was held today on the main campuses of Stockman University that brought together students, body, staff, faculty members, including the president of the university. The meeting, which was held on the main campuses, and a welcome statement was done by Dr. Larry, the Dean of Agriculture and Food Sciences, made special remarks welcoming also the president and the rest of the 5 colleges deans. He also made sure, according to him, it's important for the students to focus on their lesson as many programs which includes student club, student service program, academic success, among others. He pointed out that students should not limit their focus on imagination, stressing that their individual conditions, everyone starting the new semester should hope and dreams on positive outcomes on what, no matter how hard the situation may be. The president of the university, in presence of Dr. Olumende, also stressed out that people should stop refusing to recognize what they can do and what they cannot do, how they should leave room for improvement as their life. The president also exposed that there are 3 main things that focus life, which we call intelligence, industry, and which we call intelligence, intimacy, and industry. The president maintained continue to encourage students, most especially females, to take up their change and challenges to do things that will help benefit them for better tomorrow. The president of the university also spoke that after he got appointed by the former president of the Republic of Liberia, there are a lot of issues came to him, and there are a lot of calls on Facebook, places he visited, and people say, how can a president of a country appoint a high school principal, which includes, and he said that one is linked in that issue. He also look at it as a means that he could fight to make sure to show the bright future for Tubman University. He also said he established that many people out of the country will do everything possible to help the university bring out brighter future. Are you there?
I am here. I'm listening very carefully.
Okay. Dr. Nigel further lamented that after reading the lecture of the university, he reduced the mandate into 4 different pillars. He said Tubman University to move further under his leadership, going to focus on these 4 pillars. 1, academic excellence. 2, student success. 3, enterprise. 4, brain prestige. He said in the academic excellence, he will not compromise academic excellence, and they will do everything possible to get the best students to provide opportunities for other students. He also said that there will be no sex for grades, no selling of grades on the campuses of William V. X. Tubman University. He also mentioned that within the student sex or success, he noticed that students are not under safety. The university has dormitory, but it's empty for those students coming from all over Liberia. And after the enrollment, students are flying around looking for a place to stay. So he's going to make sure that the success and the safety of the students will be right on Tubman University campus. He also mentioned in the entrepreneur and enterprise, he said he had the opportunity to speak with more universities out of Liberia, and students from different colleges interact with each other to exchange ideas. And after graduation, students from Tubman University should not just consume, should not be consumers, but let them be creators to create jobs to help the community and society.
Thank you very much, Mark Nipa, for telling us tonight what's happening in Maryland County.
We are also doing, before I drop the line, we are also doing a research where local authorities in Maryland County were able to build a 35,000 USD bridge. But according to community dwellers in the border belt, they said the bridge the local authority built, there's no way that motorbikes will even pass on the beach because of the way and condition in which the bridge was built, that you cannot move on the bridge safely. But tomorrow we're going to get detail on that story.
Thank you, Mark Nipa, for giving us information there in Maryland County.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
Okay. If you're just joining us, like I said to you previously, my name is Sheku Koroma, and we're trying to see whether we can go over to Gbapolo County right now, where we have Henry Boluma there in Gbapolo County. Henry Boluma is our correspondent, and quickly let's see whether we can get over to bring you Boluma here tonight. If you're just joining, welcome. This is the Blaze Communication Network, and this is the program, The Talking Point. The first segment of this program is where we go into the counties and get our correspondent across the county, and then we come back to start discussing issues of national concern. Right now, we have Henry Boluma. He's reporting from there in Gbapolo County. Henry, good evening. How are you? Oh my God, we just lost Henry, and I hope we try to get Henry back on the line. Janeka Mokai, good evening. How are you?
Press start to
I
copy.
hope you are very, very wonderful tonight. If we can get Henry, we go over to Grand Cape County, where we have Mark Rogers standing by to give us information from that part of the county. But let's go on the line now and bring in Henry Boluma. Henry, hello.
Hello.
Henry Boluma, hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm happy to be on the platform tonight.
Boluma, tell us what's happening in Gbapolo County tonight.
Yeah, like I got reported yesterday, just to do the follow up on that. The military doctors, the surgeons from the USA, they arrived today and they were met with huge jubilant of citizens from Gbapolo County that welcome to the county. And then they went around the city, and then they went to the hospital, and later on they were escorted to the guest house where they will be, and they will be in the county for the next 2 weeks, providing healthcare services to people in that part of the country. So it came with huge medical supplies, and they said that people that will be going there for services will not have to pay money. So they're encouraging people in Western Liberia, yes, but in Western Liberia, to take advantage of the free surgical services that will be available at the Emmerich Hospital beginning tomorrow. So beginning tomorrow, they will start active work, and then we'll also get there to also try to interact with some of the surgeons that are on ground and some of the cases that will be operated, so that we can keep updating the public so that they can take advantage of the services that will be run at the hospital.
You mean the surgeon arrived today?
Yeah, the surgeons are already in the county. They came this morning along with the county health officer. Peter Church is the county health officer of Gbapolo, so he led the delegation to the county today. And like I said, they were welcomed by people of the county. Traditionally, they were welcomed. Then they had a brief program for them, and before they were taking their respective guest houses in Gbapolo City.
In terms of peace, tell us exactly, how is it in Gbapolo? Is the country really peaceful tonight?
In terms of what?
Peace.
In terms of fee?
Peace. In terms of peace and security, is the country really peaceful?
Yeah. So to say, it just like recently we reported on the issue of somebody and he came in Bella Yala town, and the security went there and they arrested people that are connected with that particular man and brought them to Boku City and placed them behind bar. And so that investigation is ongoing. So we'll continue to on that beginning Monday to hear from them. According to the preliminary, the day investigation said there was no foul play at the pit of the man in a money pit, and then there was nobody around to rescue him, so he died on the spot. And so that is not just the first time for something like that to happen. Similar thing happened also in Belgium, and most of the time when people go to do the mining, they can mine the mineral and then just be digging and going. So when nobody is around to help them, they can be very much in the problem.
Thank you very much, Henry Nguluma, for being a part of the program tonight.
Most welcome.
Okay, let's now take a break, folks. If you're just joining, I'd like to say welcome. My name is Sheku Kuruma, and let's take a break, folks. We will be right back.
I said, sweet, yes, I believe. Now for God alone, he won't be the eater. Other creatures can eat it too. Say, I can pray for long hair. She can pray for 2 months, but how long is she living? Her hair will grow in a salon.
And I pray to be handsome. You can pray for money. I know you get money. The women will roll. I'm a brother, I'm doing well, mama. I'm a brother, I'm doing well, mama. Sweet, yes, I believe. No, but I'm a brother, never wear my wig out.
You take it from you today, I will take it from you tomorrow, sister. You take it from there today, and I will take it from you tomorrow, brother. Oh, guess I believe. Guess I believe. Oh, guess I believe. Now for God alone.
Guess I believe. No, but God alone, yeah. I'm a brother, never wear my wig out. Guess I believe. No, but God alone, yeah. You my big idea.
You want me to have the guy? Bola blow, sweet, yes, I believe. Now for God alone, no choir, no choir, no come no choir.
All right, okay, so let's now go on the line right there and see what we can get Mark Rogers tonight. Mark Rogers is our correspondent in Grand Cape County. Good evening, Mark Rogers. How are you tonight?
Well, I'm doing quite great. I'm doing fine. How is your end?
I am okay. I'm very, very wonderful. Quickly tonight, here in Grand Cape County, the judicial workers benefit from a one-day refresher workshop with emphasis on the issues of in-camera screening for rape survivors and other sexual abuse person testifying in court proceeding. Mark, tell us exactly, how did it go?
Well, as you already said it in a cube, it is a one-day activities held in the city of Robertsport, and it brought together judicial actors from across the magisterial courts in the county, and they assembled at the 5th Judicial Circuit Court in Robertsport City, where the facilitator identified as George. He drew the participant through this issue of in-camera screen, and that is to protect the dignity of to protect the dignity of survivor, risk survivor, or other sexually abused person, especially when they are testifying in court. Because when they are in camera, you will hear them speaking, but you will not look at them. Because if you see the issue of stigmatization, it will come about. And so they move there today so that they can teach them that anytime when they are a rape survivor or other sexually abused person, either the under 18 or juvenile or elderly people, they should have that done in camera. So the camera is already stored at a particular courthouse, and the megaphone is there. So it is just to teach them how to use the facility whenever such a case go into the courtroom.
Okay. Did you see the people being trained today, the training? Did you see them responding positively to the training?
Absolutely, yes. They responded very positively to the training. But what Councillor Isaac George said, this is not a new thing. It is not very new, but as time goes by, they just bring it back to refresh the memory of their judicial workers so that they will still know that these things need to be done. As per statute, underage children, 18-year-old children, when they are testifying in court in such a case, the identity should be high. They should not be seen physically. And that's the reason why they were teaching them about this thing. But it was so unique, and the interaction was very rewarding, and they all took key interest into the training that went on today.
Mark, how far have you done the follow-up with the issue of this bee mounting? Have they been able to respond to people questions about the way in which the people have been treated so far? Because you talk about 38 counts that 32 sorry.
Counts.
Yeah, 32 counts. Have they been able to respond to the quest of these people?
Well, what has happened in the case right now is that they agree, comprising of some workers and residents of the affected community. They have officially communicated with their elected leaders, that is the representatives and the senators, and they have also communicated with the county authority and wishing to hear from them how best this issue can be redressed, their concern can be redressed, or else if their caucus members cannot say anything to them, meaning that they will resolve to the issue of protestation. But as it's stated, they have given the company 2 weeks in that particular document, that 32 counts. They are giving the company 2 weeks. So, meaning from this week, and this week is coming to an end, they have apparently the following week. If nothing is done, meaning they are going to take the bull by the horn and take the action, the appropriate action they want to take, so that they can have a redress into the situation.
Information reaching our desk, Mark, says that Daba Vabla is not too happy with the Western Cluster, because Western Cluster should have, started the road project, all the way to Mano River Congo and Alpha pavement, most especially somewhere around January, but they didn't see that happening. And Daba Vabla is not too happy with the situation and wanting to call on legislative caucus members to immediately prompt into this. Has that come to your attention?
Yes, Senator Vabla wrote Plan Mary of the Senate, bringing this to their attention just at the end of January the 31st, because according to the Western Cluster, as you just stated, they should have started the Alpha payment from Tottenham, Bomi County, all the way to Mano River, Congo, from the 31st of January. And today is the 2nd of February. They are here to start that. And That prompted the Senator Action, writing the plenary to inform them that there's a need that the Western Cluster Liberia Limited appear before the Senate plenary to provide explanation why they are reneging or they are ignoring their responsibility as per the mineral development agreement signed between the government and that of the company. So we are looking at that. That should have been Thursday of yesterday, but nothing much for her about it. We know perhaps by Tuesday next week, they might take that into consideration and look into a concern been put forth by her so far, because it is serious. And if there was a time that even the Western Cluster was stopped from taking oath from church member because they using the main road to carry oath at night. You cannot easily fly between Bomi and Bomi and Tottenham because they using the heavy duty vehicles. So there was a time that they put the court committee on mines in person of Senator. The Senate Committee on Mines in person of Senators. They also wrote a communication to the Ministry of Public Works, Ministry of Mines, asking the Western Cluster to halt the movement of their oath on truck until they can start their own. So meaning that both senators from Grand Cape Mau County are very serious about this issue, and they are not taking it lightly. And I know by next week Tuesday, this issue will be brought to the attention of the plenary for discussion.
Thank you very much, Mark Maliki Rogers, for speaking to us tonight.
Yeah, let me just end this one up. President Joseph Boakai Nyuma have appointed the Minister for Internal Affairs. So today, the outgoing Minister, Bani Salif, authorized the Superintendent of Grand Cape Mau County, Hiram Bonukai Vincent, and all of the Assistant Superintendent for Development and Fiscal Affairs that they should appoint the project officer to be acting in the state as Superintendent of Grand Cape Mau County until the President can appoint a new superintendent for the county. So as we speak, the three vehicles that were bought for these county authorities from the county development funds, the three superintendents, they have packed these vehicles as for today's date. They have packed these vehicles in Ravensport before the police station until new county leadership can be appointed to start to use these vehicles. So
when you say three superintendent, are you referring to the statutory district superintendent and the superintendent proper?
No, I'm talking about the superintendent proper, the assistant superintendent for development, and that of the assistant superintendent for fiscal affairs. These are the people I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the statutory district superintendent did not receive car, but I'm talking about their immediate bosses. The superintendent proper, Aaron Vincent, the assistant superintendent for fiscal affairs, Bani Sharif, and the assistant superintendent for development, Poema Buyango Kamara. They have packed their vehicles, and this vehicle was bought from the county development fund in Grand Cape Mau County. It was Flores Sulute, and they have this vehicle aboard. But since, in fact, the outgoing minister, Bani Sharif, have instructed the superintendent of Cape Mau to tell the project officer to be managing the affairs until a new superintendent appointed. They have all packed their vehicles today until the new superintendent can take over, so they can start using the vehicle because it belongs to the people of Cape Mau.
Thank you, Mark Rogers, for talking to us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. We're always available. Thank you.
Mark Rogers is a correspondent for Blaze Communications Incorporated Network there in Grand Cape Mau County. Let's now see if we can go over to Grand Bassa County, where we have Musa tonight. And as soon as we get Musa, we will definitely bring you the voice of Musa there in Grand Bassa County. As we now await Musa A. Musa, I'd like to welcome you once again to this broadcast with the name Sheku Koroma. Gibson Jerry is in the United States of America, and he's the host to this program while I am the co-host. But at this point, I will be linking up with reporters and correspondents across the country. Hopefully tomorrow we will be bringing on Bond County correspondent and Nimba County correspondent. If you just joining, welcome to this platform. Once again, we are here together, and we are here together.
Shadow on the beat. I believe, not for good alone. Even we can eat it, other creatures can eat it too. I can pray for long hair, she can pray for 2 months, but how long is she living? Her hair will gray in a salon.
And a bread will be handsome. You can pray for money. I know you get money. The women will roll. I'm a brother, I'm doing well, mama.
Okay, so let's hold it right there. Go over to Raw Montserrat County and see what I can speak with Henry Manor. Henry, good evening. How are you? Henry Manor, are you there? Hello, Henry? Henry Manor is our correspondent there from Bensonville, Rural Montserrat. I'm trying to get him over tonight, but I don't know what's going on. Let me see what I can get Henry again. The network in Bensonville is very much terrible. And there is a need that people take the appropriate measures in making sure that Bensonville have access to connectivity. Bensonville would have loved to be with us tonight, but let's see again. Henry, good evening. Henry Manor, good evening. Okay, we can get Henry, but let's see whether we can go over to Grand Bassa County and speak with Musa A. Musa. And if we can get Musa, then definitely we'll bring his voice over to you. If not, we'll try getting in contact with the correspondent for Grand Jide County, Oliver Zille, even though he has sent his, report, but the network is not allowing Oliver Zille to actually get through tonight. That's one of the serious problems we will be having there in Grand Jide County, the issue of network. Oliver, you need to give us your orange number. We only have one number for you, and it's a problem. Trust me, it's really a problem. So as soon as we get Oliver, definitely we will move on here tonight. Oh my God. Let's see whether we can get Oliver tonight. Let's see. No way we cannot get Oliver tonight. So on this note, we'll take a break, folks. We'll be right back.
I said, sweet, yes, I believe. Not for good alone. Even we can eat it, other creatures can eat it too. I can pray for long hair, she can pray for 2 months, but how long is she living? Her hair will gray in a salon.
And a bread will be handsome. You can pray for money. I know you get money. The women will roll.
You take it from you today, I will take it from you tomorrow, sister. You take it from there today, and I will take it from you tomorrow, brother. Oh, guess I believe, guess I believe, oh, guess I believe. Now for the lose.
Guess I believe, no, I'm about to wait. Never wear my wake out. Sweet, guess I believe, no,
Okay, all right. Welcome back once again. Welcome back tonight. Quickly, we will be going over to Liberia now. We need to know what's happening in our country. Okay, why foreign minister nominees confirmation came to a halt. We're going to be looking at that tonight also, as we're with Gibson Jeru. And 14 new appointments to security sector, economic and Ministry of States. We also going to be looking at that story there. And quickly, let's dive into it here tonight. The pace at which President Joseph Numa Boakai is setting up his cabinet may appear rather tedious to some, but true to his sense as a farmer, there's no sweetness in forced rapidness. There's a lot to unlock from this parable, but suffice it to say, those who feel he's going too slow with his appointment will just be fine. However, the order of his appointment so far is rather solid indicator of what his priority pillar has been from the start, and in this order: national security, the economic, the office of the president, and then everything else. The good news is that the list is getting longer each day, which perhaps suggests he's hopefully picking up the pace. On Thursday, February 1st, Boakai nominated 14 additional officials consisting with a priority pillars affecting the Ministry of Defense, the Armed Forces of Liberia, the National Port Authority, and the National Investment Commission, the Ministry of State, and the Office of the President. There are 4 new security sectors appointments: Chief of Staff and Deputy Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia, Major General Prince Charles Johnson III, and Brigadier General Geraldine George Johnson. Respectively have both been retired and appointed as Minister and Deputy Minister of the National Defense. With the charge of guard in the AFL top brace comes Colonel Davison T. Fowler, promoted to the rank of Brigadier General and nominated for Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia, succeeding Major General Prince Johnson, while Colonel Theophilus Dana has been nominated as Deputy Chief of Staff, succeeding Brigadier General George. The transition for the AFL to the Defense Minister may appear to be a natural career shift from those with leadership's acumen in the National Army. After all, it's the most obvious transition, however, giving the more diverse opportunity to professional development offered by the AFL. Liberians who excel could see themselves transitioning to other areas in the military of defense. For example, Liberians were quite impressed at various road and sidewalk constructions work neatly and professionally done by soldiers. Could we soon see a soldier appointed to the Ministry of Public Works? The idea is not far-fetched, since Councillor Tiawan Gangolo, a candidate in the October 2023 presidential election, pledged to appropriate military manpower to the agricultural sector. In fact, troublizing the path is none other than outgoing Minister of Defense, retired Major General Daniel Zanga, who has been nominated for ambassadorial post. So there are 5 from the security sector out of the list of 14 appointments. Pushing his economic agenda, President Boakai has made 2 appointments to the National Port Authority. Sekou Dukle, Managing Director, and James Bernal, Deputy Managing Director for Administration. Dukle holds a Master of Business Administration degree in Entrepreneurial and Small Business Operations from Ashbrook University, Minnesota. He also holds a Bachelor of Arts in Accounting from the University of North Dakota. At the National Investment Commission, the president has appointed Jeff Blabo, Chairman, and Melvin Sharif, Executive Director. Blabo is probably best known as the CEO of Union Strong, a well-known solar energy dealer in Liberia for more than 20 years. Sharif has worked with the NIC for more than 13 years, and up to the time of his appointment served as Director of Construction and Public-Private Partnership. He holds a BSc in Business Management and Accounting from AME Zion University, Liberia, and a Master of Science degree in Economics with emphasis in International Finance from Shanghai University. With the Minister of State coming in the ministry with Madam Mamaka Belity and Mr. Samuel A. Steve Koa, and both serving as Minister of State without portfolio. Steve Koa also be in charge of special services under his designation. Working directly with the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs will be Anthony Cornelia Corral Tokpa as Deputy Minister for Administration. Corral Tokpa appointment brings in a youth gender balance to her minister proper. Ambassador Sylvester Grisby, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, as a lesson lawyer and politician in her own right. She's one to watch as an understudy for much bigger assignment. As also coming to the Ministry of State will be Madam Orod Wheelchair, Deputy Minister for Budget and Finance. Last but not the least on this list is Ms. Marie Yundi Nema, Executive Assistant, Office of the President. Neyman has served as Boakai Executive Assistant for several years and will continue in his capacity as the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. According to a release from the Office of the President, Press Secretary, Minister of State, these nominations were applicable as subjected to confirmation by the Liberian Senate. Meanwhile, the Liberian leader, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia, hereby directed the Ministry of Defense and Chief of Staff to conduct the appropriate procedures or procedures consistent with the establishment of military protocol. Let's hold it right there tonight. If you're just joining, we'd like to say welcome, and let's take a break right here tonight on this program. My name is Sekou Koroma, and I'd like to say welcome, welcome, and welcome to this powerful segment of this program. As we take a break, we will be right back.
Not for good alone. He won't be the eater. Other creatures can eat it too. One can pray for long hair. She can pray for too much. But how long is she living? Her hair will grow in a salon.
And a bread will be handsome. You can pray for money. I know you get money. The women will roll. I'm a brother, mama.
You take it from you today, I will take it from you tomorrow, sister. You take it from there today, and I will take it from you tomorrow, brother. Oh, guess I believe, guess I believe, oh, guess I believe. Now for good and lose.
Guess I believe, no,
Okay. Thank you very much, Sheku, being here. I've been away, but I was monitoring the correspondence report. Sheku, you did a very great job. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Uh, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here again with another production of our show. Okay. Okay. Another production of our show, and we are going to do our best to stay to events that are trending in the in the Liberian political circle, and ooh, you know, something happened today. Actually, I was wondering, and thank you for the person who put it in our chat room. Was reading about it. The chairman of the ruling party, uh, who went talking to a group of people who went to President Joseph Boakai's house and were demanding to see him. And said, according to him, he said nobody thought that the Unity Party was going to win this election. Ordinary people like you took on the challenge in your communities, and some of you were threatening the clergymen within. Some of you lost everything. I'm here. I lost my house, and I nearly lost my family for this. Seeing Jim be president, and now that he's president, we will want him to succeed. It is too early. I know how you feel, but it is also your right to go there and tell him how you people are feeling. The point of the issue here, the people had assembled in front of the president's house or home this morning, to ask why Tappet and other partisans have not been appointed. So that was the reason why they went to assemble. So, in fact, some of the supporters who gathered in front of the president's compound, they were carrying placards, and before they entered the fence, the president said that the decision by the president not to announce the name of Mr. Tappet or Reverend Tappet and others was counterproductive to the massive work. So the question now I continue to ask myself. So why are they thinking that the Reverend Tappet should be appointed as a minister anyhow? He is chairman of the party. That alone is a job by itself. Does he have to be in government before? Does he have to be a minister, a director? The Secretary General was appointed to the LPRC as a managing director. So if the secretary is appointed, the chairman is appointed, it means I think Boakai is doing the right thing. I mean, I'm not a fan of Boakai, but I think Boakai is doing the right thing, because you can't have the secretary appointed, he leaving and going to LPRC to be a direct managing director. You appoint the chairman to another places. Their attention are taken away from the party's work because they have to pay attention to the governmental job. And the party and the government, they are two separate things, even though they are still intertwined, but they are two separate things. And this is what our people do. The purpose of this demonstration today, I think it is intended for Unity Party people to pressure Joseph Boakai to appoint more Unity Party people in government. I think that's the whole purpose of that gathering today. I don't think it's just about Reverend Tappet, but they say Reverend Tappet and other people. So they are not thinking about just Reverend Tappet alone. They want other people to be appointed. They want all the Unity Party people to be appointed. Well, if you argue politically, elections, the winner takes it all. I wouldn't be surprised if all Unity Party people are appointed. So when I saw this today, I was asking myself, what is the motive for telling Joseph Boakai to find job for Reverend Tappet, who is the chairman? Does Joseph Boakai not know Does Joseph Boyka not know that Reverend Tappe is the chairman of the political party that he was elected on? Is it possible that Joseph Boyka doesn't know? What is that? Is it crop layout? What is that? I don't know what is that. Shift. I don't know what is this. What they people may not do all kind of thing with them. They say I'm a press shift. Crop layout. It's a complete nonsense, man. What is it? What stream you are telling me I'm a crop? You can see it too. You can see it from your side.
No, I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, okay, then I'm on my side. Then nobody's seeing it. Then you are a crop layout press shift. Then plus two.
That's gonna key there.
Plus two. Okay. There. So first of all, let me go back to you. I just wanted to introduce this. I got other things we're going to be talking about. But the correspondent report, there was not everything I was. In fact, I want to say thanks to my man Brooks at Shutter FM. And we are live on Shutter FM at this point. And we want to say thanks to the Shutter FM family for carrying our program. We are praying that we will have more radio stations carry and relay our program. And as we go along, it's going to happen. Tomorrow, let me bring the news for you. He doesn't want to break it for you. Tomorrow, Segu is going to Bon County and Nema County. And the reason for that is we're going to search for our correspondents. So we have correspondent for Cape Mount, Bomi, Bapolu. We have it for Bassa, Bomi. No, I already called Bomi, Magibi. We have it for Lower Moserado. We have it for Grand Jide. And so those are the correspondents we have already. So right now he's going to Bon County and Nema County to be able to see if we can get correspondent or can get collaboration with any radio station there as well. The only thing, it's too expensive, so I can see that I gotta dig deep in my pocket because I gotta dig. The man is expensive. The man gotta go and live and sleep in a four-star hotel. You can't sleep.
You ready to know? You ready?
Yeah. So, but what are the stories from the county today that are more impressive and more catching today?
I wasn't able to get Grand Bassa tonight and Grand Jide. I'm sure the network for Grand Jide is really giving some problems.
Yeah.
So I only got the Lone Star number from the correspondent. I'm going to prevail on him to get the Orange number for tomorrow. Over the time, Lone Star has been a very serious problem in the county.
Yeah.
And like Grand Bassa, the phone rang endlessly. Musa did not pick the call. I'm sure he doesn't have a story, but I told each and every one of our correspondents from Monday to Sunday, correspondents will report. We must bring story to the Liberian people. The reason why we are even a little bit cool is because the FM is now on. The moment the FM comes on, forget it. We will get on their back 24/6, and this is going to be one of the best news outlets in the Republic of Liberia. We are going to prioritize news, and that's what we will do. We visited the counties tonight. I mean, it wasn't bad, but one of the places that caught my attention is Grand Cape Mount County. Yeah. Two stories came up from Grand Cape Mount County. The newly elected senator for Grand Cape Mount, Daba Vabla, has raised up an issue against the Western Cluster. According to him, there should be a pavement, an alpha pavement from Bomi strictly to Mano River, Congo. In fact, a town where I was born in, Congo Mano River, Pokpa district. But since then, Western Cluster have not begun the process. So she have written plenary to immediately cite Western cluster to a meeting, let them give reason why up to now there has not been any work done so far. Another thing he brought up tonight, which was the first he reported on, was the issue of training presently going on for people who work in the legal cycle. Because the issue of sexual gender-based violence that involve rapes, domestic violence, meaning women who become victims of circumstances or survivors and perpetrators go with impunity. And if care is not being taken to actually look into the matter, you have something called stigmatization.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So sometimes people who don't have the requisite training to deal with this kind of issue, they come out to say, oh yeah, that person was raped. Then they start showing photographs of the people or someone who was raped. Right. That alone spread out, and it brings some social and psychological effect to the victim, even if the perpetrator will be apprehended, incarcerated, and deal with by the law of our country, but it has had for everlasting stigmatization on the victim or the survivor.
Yes.
So they have this thing called the camera testimony, where the person who's going to give a testimony on that will be behind the camera, nobody seeing them, but you have a loudspeaker talking to protect your identity. So when we went to St. J, to set up the radio there with Radio Cape Mount, we encounter the guest houses being filled with people from the legal side to attend the workshop. And he just reported on that today, that in fact it was also being heard in Rabosport. And so that's one of the things that actually caught my attention. And I think it's okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think I listened to that when I had it in my ear a little bit. So look, but something today, I will want our correspondent in Bombing to follow up, and I think we need to follow from Monrovia now, right? Because the person is in Monrovia, right? The lady.
Yeah, of course.
I said attack. So we will see if we can send Ewu or Agnes or any of these people, or even Brooks, can go there to find out how she's doing. We can do the interview with her, and trust me, guys, Asegu, I am really interested in that story. I'm interested in that story. I want to see that the government of Liberia take action to bring that man to justice. That is something that we need to pay attention to. And anyone listening, these kind of stories need to take center stage in our activities. For a man, just because the woman say, you know what, we've been together for 5 years, and I think you are not the kind of person I need to be with because you are very violent. You can beat me, you can do this, and I don't think I can be there anymore. And he decides that the woman cannot leave him. And if she leaves him, she can never get anybody because he will disfigure her face. Goes and buy the acid, pour the acid on her. And we are hearing that the woman, one of her eye doesn't see anymore. She's blind in one eye. This is wickedness. This is wickedness. We will follow this story. We'll send our reporter at the JFK, where I'm told that she is transferred from Bombing Hospital. And if she's there, we'll see what to do. I talked to my wife today. She will try to see if there's anything that we can do for her to get the best treatment. We will try our best to do it. And anything else, Shibu, that you want to share before I come in with something I want to say?
Come in with the issue you want to talk about, you.
Yeah. Well, I want to still talk about, before I even come to the other issue I want to talk about. I want to still talk about the foreign minister designate. The foreign minister
Bessie.
designate. She was not able to go through her confirmation yesterday. Uh, let me read something from the front page Africa that is very interesting. The unprecedented postponement of the confirmation hearing of Foreign Minister designate Madam Sarah Besloyanti appears to be a well-calculated ploy orchestrated by a few members of the Liberian Senate and the ruling Unity Party to guarantee the withdrawal of her nomination as their preferred choice of President Joseph Boakai from as a preferred choice of Joseph Boakai. Madam Yanti is the political leader of the newly established African Liberation League political party. Since her nomination to the position, President Boakai, by President Boakai Nyanti, who previously served as the United Nations resident coordinator for South Sudan and humanitarian coordinator in the East African nation, has come under stringing. I don't know, is it stringing or stringent? I should be stringent or stringing. Stinking.
Yeah, but that's how they do it.
Stinking.
Attack. But less fraudulent academic
this one is not the one that smell. Stinking, it means K. If it actually meant to say it's smelly or talking about the stink. I don't know if they're talking about it when something stinky. I think that's what they're talking about here. Stinking verbal attacks for alleged fraudulent academic credential. So the nominee managed to escape these attacks following the submission of her name to the Liberian Senate. However, during the early morning hours of Thursday, February 1st, hundreds of Liberian women, youths, and others stormed the grounds of the Capitol building holding placards supporting the confirmation of the former UN envoy. But the problem is, front page is alleging that this is intended, this is a ploy, it's a calculated ploy by the senators to evade the process. I don't know how this evade thing. I try to still see here how the evade thing is being conveyed here, because the way we write stories sometimes, it kind of it's as editor myself, it kind of gave me a hard time to read. It's kind of difficult when it says it's a calculated plan. Well, I'm not going to speak on the calculated plan, but I'm going to speak to the part that they postpone the hearing, why they postponed the hearing, and what was the reason why a lot of people were allowed in there. That they know that there's a specific thing, there's a specific number of people that's supposed to be seated in a hall. There are senators who are supposed to be seated in a hall, but they allow other people to come and overtake all of these seats. This is something I will consider as mismanagement of the process. And I think the chairman of the committee, Darrell DeLong, he should have done better. He should know that this is a legislative process. It is the senators who have much to do. So even if you have ministers coming, president representatives coming, Unity Party people coming, even international people coming, if you can either provide them a seating facility somewhere, but there's no way you can allow them to take the seats of the senators to the point that where senators will not have seats, especially the people that every member know who complain, to the point where you have to cancel the entire hearing. Now, you cancel the hearing, there are a lot of speculation that because you cancel the hearing, it is because that her academic credentials came under attack. So if the credential came under attack, you should give the senators the opportunity to ask her the questions. And so I don't think that postponement was necessary. In the first place, they should have managed that process very well. They should not have allowed what happened to happen. Now it has created a lot of speculation. People are now speculating too many ways, too many things that they may not even have answers for. And I think that is a key thing for us to really talk about. Now let me play you a song, and I will be right back. I'm trying to grab something really quick. I want to show something, but let me play you a song, and I'll be right back. Please don't go. I will be right back for you. Okay? Do not go. Don't go anywhere. I think I got some great song here for me to.
DJ Flex Can you speak English? Na ilawa gbe, unawa kole, kolelo yamini, kolelo. Take me to your mama. I don't want no drama. Come to the people now bring my heart. I know you can face it, so teta woman teta.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we are going to the issue. Shegu, Joseph Boakai lied again. Joseph Boakai lied again. You know, look, the central bank governor appeared at the legislature today, and he spoke on the issue. So let me go to what Joseph Boakai said that made him lie. This is what Joseph Boakai said. Shegu, we read it yesterday. The net international reserve position stated reported at the end of the December 23rd was 220 million. The report of US 40 million as the government of Liberia consolidated account balance as at January 19, 2024 is not supported by facts. The balance reported by the CBL the balance reported by the CBL as of the same date was 20.5 million. That was a lie, Shegu. The CBL did not report anything to anybody. They did not say anything to anybody. They did not tell Joseph Boakai how much was left in the account. They didn't even tell Joshua how much was left in the account. The CBL governor, Aloysius Talu, told the lawmakers, let me read something from the New Dawn, and then I will discuss what he said at the legislature today. And the New Dawn quoted him correctly. It said the executive governor of the bank, of the national bank, of the central bank, Aloysius Talu, tells lawmakers here as of 19 January 2024, The total balance in the government of Liberia consolidated account was $2 billion Liberian dollars and 27 million United States dollars. Let's deal with that first, then I'll go to the other point I'm trying to. Joseph Boakai said the central bank told him that was 20 million. Yeah. Joseph Boakai said there was 20 million. There is no 20 million information that was ever given to the president. The president did lie. And if he did lie, he needs to come out and apologize to the Liberian people. You cannot go publicly and lie to the people and say the central bank told you that there's $20.5 million left in the bank account, in the US dollar bank account. It is $27 million. But even interestingly, listen to this. The Central Bank Authority have informed members of the House of Representatives that the Central Bank of Liberia did not give any figure to former President George Weah or President Joseph Boakai about the national reserves or money left in the government consolidated account. Where did Joseph Boakai get the information?
And where did George Weah get the information that is completely correct? Yeah, where did George Weah got the information from that is completely correct? The central bank did not give the money to they did not get a report to Joseph Boakai. They also did not get a report to George Weah. But George Weah's section on how much he left in the county covered, the consolidated account of the government is correct. It's correct. So let me wait for you to come and let me really know exactly what you're trying to put. Because the central bank did not get the report to George Weah.
So here's the thing. Here's the reason. Now here is the reason, because Shegu, I don't care about George Weah. Because the people said George Weah was not a good president, therefore they voted George Weah out. So whatever George Weah did was wrong. They're the person who was not good and we voted him out. But the man who was good, who is coming in, he should come in with clean hands from the very beginning. He did not get any figure from the Central Bank of Liberia, Segu. He did not get any figure from the Central Bank of Liberia. In fact, not only that he didn't get figure, he misquoted the figure that is in the consolidated account. The figure in the consolidated account was $1 billion Liberian dollar. And they said, according to them, that money is at the rate of 88.5. So let me just use 88. If you multiply that by 1 billion, it's about 88 million. If I'm not mistaken, if my math is correct. So why is it that Joseph Boakai tells us that he was reported, the central bank reported 20.5 million? Where did he get 20.5 million from? And the central bank is saying to the legislators that the money that was in the US dollar account was 27 million. Where did Joseph Boakai get 20.5 million from? Who told him there was 20.5 million in the account? How did he arrive at a figure? Now, Shegu, somebody may say, but why are you picking on this? Yes, I'm picking on this because we need to start telling our leaders that they are lying. We need to start telling them that they need to stop giving us half-baked information. They need to stop making our governance process is a process that people will appreciate. That the Liberian people can look at and see transparency and see leadership and see maturity. But you cannot go on and he went to listen, that was a national oration. It was a State of the Nation address where he supposed to discuss facts. He claimed that George Weah's facts were wrong. And that's the funny thing about it. He said, let's read it one more time. Let's read it one more time. He said, the report of US 40 million as the as the government of Liberia's consolidated account balance as at January 19, 2024 is not supported by the fact. So is it unsupported by fact? You got nobody told you anything. You didn't talk to the central bank governor. Or you see, that's why I said the transitional team for Joseph Boakai's side of the aisle, they didn't do well for themselves. Instead of them thinking about how to get the information they want, they were basically trying to look for jobs. They were basically trying to put their names down for big positions. So who was dealing with the government side of the transitional team? Who was dealing with the government side of the transitional team? They should have made sure they get information that will make the people to know that they are coming in as the rescue team. We want to rescue ourselves from everything. Rescue us from Joshua, fine, but rescue us from lies. Rescue us from deception. Rescue us from chicanery. You cannot come into power. You didn't get any facts. You said Joshua facts were wrong. Okay, President Boakai, thank you very much for telling us that Joshua facts were not correct. But there are $27 million in US dollar account, $1 billion in the Liberian dollar account. You said 20.5 million. Where did you get a figure from? Sheku, where did your man get a figure from?
He was misinformed.
He was misinformed. Again,
he was misinformed. They gave him one figure. They gave President Boakai one account figure, but they didn't give him the Liberian dollars figure. That's how I'm thinking about it. He was only giving the US dollar.
Let's leave the Liberian dollar. Where did he get 20.5 million from? Who told him that? Who did he talk to? Who gave him the information? Did he verify the information? Did his people verify the information? So they are coming to power, bro. They said Joshua was not good. They said Joshua was lying to the country. They said Joshua was corrupt. So if you come and do the exact same thing that Joshua was doing, then why should we even change Joshua? Why did we vote Joshua out? You told us there are $20.5 million in the consolidated account. I said to say you were talking something with authority. You were giving us facts with authority. No, you didn't have any facts, Joseph Boakai. There was no facts. So I don't see the reason why these people, I don't know whether this is the way our people will always suffer. We replace one government, the other government comes, they do almost worse than what the first government did. George Weah yesterday was the darling. After 6 years, we wanted to put George Weah out. We said all the things we wanted to say about George Weah. He's corrupt. He's a booger dancer. He's not serious. He's not manageable. He not know what to do in the country. The country is going down the drain. Everything negative was appraised to George Weah. In fact, George Weah, if you look at the way they describe him, Sekou, when you see George Weah coming, you think there's two horns on his head. But now, we wanted some rescue government. Though when you go rescue somebody, Sekou, you go rescue your children. Are you going to add any bad men who are dealing with your children? They say, oh, somebody get caught like running behind your children, Sekou. You go to rescue your children, and you yourself take caught like running behind your children. Then what kind of rescue is that? They came to rescue. They said they are a rescue mission. They rescue train. In fact, I don't know whether they are disembarked from the train, or the train is still moving, or people are falling off the train, or there are more people jumping on the train and the train is getting overcrowded. I don't know what the status of the train at this point. And maybe so maybe you know the status of the train. But the point I'm trying to make is very simple. This is very serious. These people continue to take our Liberian people for granted. Joseph Boakai had no information. He had absolutely no information about what was in the consolidated account. There were $27 million in the consolidated account, US dollar account. There were $1 billion in a Liberian dollar account. Joseph Boakai came and said, Joshua said there were $40 million. Okay, Joshua didn't say give the right figure as he said. Where did he take the $20.5 million from? Who gave him that figure? So you know what they're trying to do? The people, they will take over the central bank. When they take over the central bank, they already finished on cutting the amount. That's $7 million that they left over that US dollar. That somebody swear. That somebody swear. That $1 billion Liberian dollar that they didn't mention, that somebody swear. And that's how they steal, because they tell the Liberian people, because if nobody have made clarification, and I think the legislature, I thank Amara Kone for inviting the central bank governor. If the central bank governor, Sheku, tell me, Sheku, if the central bank governor had not gone there today, because he will not come up to speak against the two presidents, it's not protocol. He will not do it. So he will keep quiet. The information will be honored there in the official cycle. Someone will not know unless someone go and interview him. Then maybe Joy Ryan left, already left. Joseph Boakai removing and put it on the central bank governor there. That $1 billion was going to be transferred to Joseph Boakai account. Or they're going to share it.
Why would be too personal that it was going to be transferred to Joseph Boakai account?
So why did they call it? So what was the intention of not mentioning it? What was the intention? What was the intention of even undercutting $27 million to $20.5 million? What was the intention? Did they do it deliberately to deceive the Liberian people? So when they tell us, oh, Liberian people, we are taking over $20.5 million, we say, yeah, JMB came to government, we only made $20.5 million there, but it was not true. Another $7 million was left over, or $6.5 million was left over the 27 million or the 20 million. And then the $1 billion was also still there. We will not know what they are doing with it. They can go and plunder it because they already told us that only 20 million there. That is the point I'm trying to make here. And these people started making mistakes from the very beginning. From the very beginning, they started, they wanted to enter in government. The government of Liberia gave them money. Even the $365,000 that were given to them for the inauguration. Hey man, your own inauguration, then you're messing up. Your own inauguration, they said, go make yourself fine. Go make yourself. They said they were going to have, culture show, cultural performance at the Providence Island. Did they happen? Did we have cultural performance? Why did they spend our money for? Nobody went to perform. All the money, they share the money among themselves. Beata Formula came and said, this thing and said, I don't even have any authority. They took it when they gave me the position, and the party had a separate group that were running the inauguration show, and I didn't even have any part to play. They didn't give me any authority. And what happened to that 365 million? We can't account for it today. Even though the internal auditing commissioner said he's going to audit them, when he audit them, if you want to join, you will not audit them, because by auditing them, it's like going against the tide. It's like the river is running way fast, and then you want to swim to go towards to up while the river is swimming is going down. You can't do that. You can't run against the tide. You'll be going against Joseph Boakai directly, and Joseph Boakai himself may not even want to remove you. Those guys around him will nail you down. They will be the one that will tell Papa, this man is dangerous to this government. This man is undermining this government. He want to disgrace us before we even take seat. He can't stay there, Papa. Let me hear from you, man, Shiru. This here is too much for me. Let me hear from you.
All right. Thank you very much. Firstly, they blown up.
Thank you.
They mess up very big. Even the 20.5 million he talks about, it wasn't the CBL that told him about it.
No.
But he quoted the CBL. He didn't talk about the Liberian dollars. And CBL came back to say differently. They were not the one who gave the figure to President Weah, former President Weah. They were not also the one who gave the figure to President Boakai. They came to the national stage with leadership and lies to the people. They would have just left it like that.
They would have just left it like that.
Nobody was going to audit them. Unlike President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she left a note. President Weah went in and saw what was there, and he moved on with it. Later on, there was noise and wula baloo about the issues, and Weah came up and said, "Look, I made 90,000. I mean, 99. Was it 7 million? Yeah, 7 million into the consolidated account." They tried to be too smart, but then it led them to public disrepute. They have allowed people to start laughing at them that they didn't know what they're doing. They put the old man into a mess. That's what they did. They put the old man into a serious mess. They didn't do well. Now they have made the old man to be very skeptical. If you look at the few appointments that the old man had done, I think yesterday or today, you will come to realize that this old man is still sensible. He's very critical right now. Looking at the few individuals that headed the military, the George, the Prince Johnson, he brought them on board to the defense ministry and took Daniel Zianga, sent him to do an ambassadorial job. And he started to tackle some issues and major appointments. Someone who doesn't have head, someone who is old that the brain can move, they will not sit down and calculate and do these kinds of things. Political prudence have already started praising him for the few appointments so far that has been done. But they mess up. They mess up with the figure. Yesterday we were saying the same thing.
Let me post it on the screen for you, Sibu. Let me post it on the screen. You see on the screen, if you look on the screen for all of those, for those who are viewing us and for those who are listening to us from the other radio station, including Shadow FM, if you see what is on the screen, $1 billion Liberian dollars, they say at the rate of 88, at the rate of 88. I didn't put a point there. At the rate of 88. That means it is 11,363,636 and 36 cents.
Dollar and 36 cents.
Yes. If you add that figure to the 27 million, let me show you. If you add that figure to the 27 million, it will be 38,363,636 and 36 cents. So George Weah was close. 38 million is as close as to 40 million. So if George Weah's calculation was the Liberian dollar plus the US dollar, even though he's down by $2 million, which in a margin of error, he is still in the neighborhood of $40 million because 38 million is, and the fallout of 2 million is in the margin of error. So George Weah was he was in error, but he was close to the 40 million. But look at what Joseph Boyka said. Joseph Boyka said it was not 40 million. It was not even 38 million. It was not even 30 million. No, it was not even 27 million. It was not even 21 million. He said 20.5 million. I'm still trying to figure out actually who gave me the figure. Joseph Boyka the people who gave me the figure need to go.
Joe Boyka will dismiss those people.
They need to go. You can't come to the president.
Boyka will not dismiss them now, because if he dismisses anybody now, it will draw the attention of opposition, and they will start also mocking at him that they do not know what to do.
But that's the consequences of lying to the people. Boyka is the one who went out there and told the Liberian people that George Weah lied to them. George Weah lied to them that he left 40 million. In fact, the thing he said, there's no facts. But the central bank reporter, who the central bank reported to? The central bank did not report to you for sure. The Central Bank did not report to Joshua for sure. Where did you guys even get your figure from? Where you get your figure from? You sat down there and went to the national legislature to give the State of the Nation address. You looking at $38 million in the account. You and Ellie, you're left far less than that amount. 1.5, they say 1.8, 1.5 million. Or
it was 7 million that were left into the consolidated account.
How much?
7 million.
They said they left 7 million. That ain't even true because Joshua said they saw 500,000. So between Joshua and Ellie, we don't even know who lying because Joshua can lie, Ellie can lie. We don't know who really lied. Okay, but this one, we know who lied. Joshua lied about the 2 million that was supposed to be on top of the 38 to make it 40. So it looked like you were guessing. You know, as a president, you have a figure in your head. Somebody told you about, oh, Mr. President will have almost about 40 million. Okay, I'll get that for 40 million. You know, I believe that's the kind of thing he was doing. Chief, they won't get almost 40 million. Almost 40 million. They didn't gain the exact figure. So, okay, I'll get that we'll get 40 million. And then he is wanting of less than 2 million because he is in 38,363,000. So in the neighborhood who are 1,007,600,000, he is wanting of that figure. Okay, fine. We can take Joshua. We can forgive you, Joshua. We can forgive you on that. That you lie also, but you lie a little bit. Okay, small lie and big lies, they are all bad. Small lies and big lies, they are all bad. But the other man who made a big lie is the Joseph Boakai. And the reason why I think Joseph Boakai lie was dangerous is because he used it as a means to accentuate the reason why he is taking over. Going to the national legislature and look at the thing he wrote. Look at what he wrote. If anybody read what he wrote, you would think that the man is a purist. He is a purist. He is an upright person who wants to correct the system. I want to tell you people now, the legislature, George Weah lied while he was on his way out. He told you people that he left 40 million, that all that thing, that's social story. He lied to you people. He left only 20.5 million. Now he said lie to the people. How can you lie? Where you got a figure from? So, I mean, I don't know if we can take some calls and listen to people and listen to our people. See, who is at Shatter FM now? I don't know who is there.
Benjamin Brooks is at Shatter FM. Okay,
if Benjamin is there and he's listening, I would think that he can put the numbers out and see if we can get some calls. What do they think about what Joseph Boakai did? About said, George Weah lied and Joseph Boakai lied. Which one was really wrong? Which one would affect the country?
0775 500 551 0888 513 481 0775 500 551 0888 513 481 are the numbers.
You should put on WhatsApp number too, if you don't mind. Okay, let me put on WhatsApp number right here.
Let's hear you this time. 0775 500 551 0888 513 481 are the numbers to put your calls on, and we pick you up and put you through so that you tell us. Tonight, the discussion here is, or the topic is, President Weah said he left 40 million. Central Bank said 38 million plus. Joseph Boakai says he met 20.5 million. Central Bank says 38 million. What do you make up of it? The two presidents, are they lying to the Liberian people? Let's go to the line and take this pricing. Hello? All right, this pricing left the line already. But let's take another pricing. Hello?
Hello?
Your name, where you calling from?
Hello?
Your name, where you call from?
I'm calling from. And my name is Paul Saki.
Welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
The president is a liar. Joseph Yuma Boka is a liar. He needs to stop that. It's too soon for us. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, let's take another person. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Your name? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Please, the only way you try to get me tonight is to use your phone to your ears and be able to listen to me, please. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Your name, where you call from?
Yeah, this is AB calling from Kakata.
Welcome, AB. Let's hear you.
Yeah, to my understanding is that because the central bank reported that there was 40 million that was in your account. And it is the same 40 million that, hello? Hello?
I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is the same 40 million that it was circulating on social media that Joya said he left. But then 40 from 40 million to 20 million, look at the disparity. Who is really telling that that's not true? I believe that the central bank and Joya and the then president, they are in line and oppose the current president lying to us. That's my view.
Where is he calling from us from? Where, I mean, how is he calling us? How is he hearing us?
Yeah, we will ask the next caller. Put your calls on 0775 500 551 0888 513 481 0888 513 481 0775 500 551 are the numbers tonight to put your calls on. Let's hear you. President Joe Boakai said he, according to Central Bank, he met 20.5 million United States dollars into the country covered. The country covered, sorry. President Weah says he's leaving a little over 40 million in the country covered. Now, Central Bank government governor says, I did not give President Weah any figure. I did not also give President Boakai any figure. The figure they call, it did not come from us. Are they lying to the Liberian people? Why you think they have separate figures to give out to the Liberian people? Who is trying to prove a point? Let's take this person. Hello?
Hello.
Your name, where you calling from?
This is Mami Laki. I'm calling from Cutting Tree.
You call from Cutting Tree?
Yeah, I'm Mami Laki calling from Cutting Tree.
You're listening to Shakta FM, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Let's hear you tonight. Yeah. What do you make up?
Yeah, you people are saying that Joseph Boakai is lying. So Joseph Boakai and John Weah lie. The two presidents, and the ex-president and the
you tell me. You the judge. Tell me.
No, I'm not the judge, but you pass it. I don't know who lied. I don't know who is the liar right now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You don't know who is the liar tonight. And that's why we want you to tell us who is the liar. Because the figures are different. Gibson Jeru said, George Weah figure is a little close to the 38 million. Joseph Boakai figure is far from the 40 million because the 38 million we're talking about here, you just have 2 million to go to 40 million. Did he also, Weah also received the good information, the rightful information from his lieutenant who gave him that figure? Weah also did not do well to tell the Liberian people that he left 40 million 2 million shorting. Joseph Boakai says, according to the Central Bank of Liberia, as at January 19, the money in that account, the consolidated account, is far from truth of what was reported that we are left 40 million. Who lied to the Liberian people?
Indeed, while we are waiting for a call, when call come in, let me know. I'll give you the chance. Let me read some comments here that we have. We want to welcome Jenny Kamakai. Jenny Kamakai, thank you for watching us from all the way Cape Mount. Our man Brooks, the incredible, he said incredible. The show is live on Shadow FM 102.5 FM. Gibson Jeru Pekin says, good evening, CEO, and good evening to Sheku. I'm watching from Bartonsville Junction. Who is that, my man? Anyway, I don't know who is Gibson Jeru Pekin, but Pekin, you might continue to be my Pekin. Jonathan Guri, my good friend there in Japan. Oh, yes. A long time he used to follow my show. I think he now just discovered I'm on different platform on Blaze instead of Groove FM. Jonathan coming, thank you for coming here. And Gibson Jerry Pickens said, thanks for the topic on the discussion. We told the people that Joseph Boakai was not a clean person as they claim we. Let me put on the screen. Before I can read something the people say that I thank you for the topic on the discussion. We told the people that Joseph Boakai was not a clean person as they claim. We told them, but they will realize and confess. This one is coming from Mohammed Bapolu says 2 million or 1 million Liberian dollar. Your figure on the screen is 1 million. I put 1 million. You saw 2 million there. Correct it for yourself. But I think I have 1 million. So
yeah, you have 1 billion.
1 billion, sorry, 1 billion, not 1 million. We have 1 billion. So if you have anything there, that's yes, okay. So while we are waiting for some call, if you are there, you are listening.
0775 500 551 0775 500 551 0888 513 481 0888 513 481 are the numbers tonight. You put your calls and let's hear you tonight. For me, let me just make myself clear with you, to be very honest. And I will still stand by that. The people lied to Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai, the president for this country, did not come to show a point. At that particular point where he was giving a State of the Nation address. Maybe if he was correct, he would have shown a point to his supporter that look, they man, why y'all say you were okay that y'all were trying to vote for, and I convinced y'all to vote for me. Even the money the man left in the account is not correct. But where he is a mess up now is where he did not do due diligence to let the people know that the particular information he gave me is true. Now let's assume that Joseph Boakai account to say did not leave 40 million, but he left 38 million. People are going to question why he talked about 40 million and that 38 million and that 2 million shot him from that particular money.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Boakai would have scored a political goal.
Yes.
Now the people messed up the whole thing, they made the paper to come and lie.
Or they could even say, Segu, that why sometimes people write speeches.
Hello.
Your name, where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Adawat Belong, calling from 15 Gate.
Welcome, let's hear you.
Yeah, not a bit realistic. President Joseph Yuma Boakai is a great liar. He's a great liar. So actually, we just praying to God that he shouldn't fail the Liberian people. So that's what I said. That's what I had to say.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
that's your view. That's your view. That's what the people were looking for. To make the paper to lie to the Liberian people, and now people calling him liar. That's what they were looking for.
But Shegu, as a writer, there are certain words you can use. If I were the one writing that figure, I would say the president reported 40 million in the consolidated account. The figure we have, they are a little bit lower than what he reported, but we are going to do a further investigation of how much is left, and we'll let the library people know. That way, you put yourself in a position as a mature person, as a person who wants to have a clean hand. But look at from all the way 38 million. Even Central Bank themselves, they said there were 27 million USD. Let's assume that Joseph Boakai just wanted to report the US dollar. Let's assume he just wanted to report the US dollar. You could have just named the 27 million. They were going to say, oh, maybe Joseph Boakai was just talking about the US dollar. But even the 27 million, you want to call it again and say 20 million. So you said the Central Bank reported. So it means the Central Bank gave those figures to you people. And the Central Bank did not give you the figure. You just told the library people one thing.
Let's take this pricing. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Your name, where you calling from?
I feel Joseph calling from Corway.
Welcome to the program tonight. Let's hear you.
Yes, thank you very much for that program.
Mm-hmm.
People talking about Joria La. Joria was somebody that I already had a room of Article who don't want him. But we were expecting Joseph Boakai before to stand up and talk anything to find out it really. So we take him not to be a liar. He don't say to all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's not fair to us. That statement is very, very important. It's not fair to us. Joseph Boakai is not fair to us. Yes, Liberians, if you are listening right now, Joseph Boakai was not fair to us. And I think
0775 500 551 0775 500 551 0888 513 481 0888 513 481 are the numbers. Put your calls. Let's hear from you. It's 6 minutes after 11 o'clock here in Monrovia. And we will take few calls and we get back to Gibson. Gibson normally run away by 11 o'clock. And my name is Sheku Lansana Shapewai Koroma. Many thanks to Benjamin Brooks at Shakta FM for the wonderful job done tonight. Yeah. So they put him into a position that he can't really handle. They put him into a situation. And trust me, everybody who made Joseph Boakai to lie to the people in this country, mark my word.
Mark your word.
Mark my word. Even if they appoint them in this government, that small thing they will do, they will dismiss them.
Look, I feel for Joseph Boakai.
Let's take this person. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Your name, where you calling from?
Hello?
Your name, where you call from?
I'm Jeremiah Dennis calling from Bon Mines.
You call from where?
From Bon Mines.
Bon Mines?
Yeah.
Welcome to the program. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my problem that there is that because you, as a journalist, the way you do anything, how to do fast funding, right? All right, that Joseph Boakai to do the fast funding on the bank for giving any announcement. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
He was to do the fast funding before giving any announcement of what the president left in the bank. But now Central Bank is coming up with different figures, then he's coming up with different figures. Then which one will believe now? Now we'll say that Joseph Boakai is lying to us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much. Joseph Boakai is lying to you.
Okay, you take one more call and then I will exit the scene.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. For me, that somebody made Joseph Boakai to lie.
But I don't know where your argument. I don't know where you going with your argument.
That trust. That's trust. The man trusted the people. That's why they came and gave him figure. He thought that they have already worked with the traditional team. I mean, the transitional team. They worked along. They got all of the figure. They were in communication with the people. They brought the figure to him. The man just came from honor stress. Just imagine what happened during the inauguration. The man almost fell off because of the same blunder the people did. He came from under that stress. The whole country, as we speak, that particular day when Boakai was going to make his State of Nation address, they were like, he might not fall down again today. He might not fall down again today. We know they will make the whole place cold. And they start doing all sorts of things. The man already went there. You took the speech, you give it to the man. The man gave his speech beautifully. Why make the man to say things that you people who wrote this speech had no clue on?
You know, they were playing politics.
You put him in the Liberian people's mouth.
They were playing politics. And that's the politics that continue to hurt. Like
somebody say when you bending down to look in somebody's tumor, the moment you bend down, everybody who's standing around there, they start looking in your tumor. Now, what happened to the people who wrote this speech? You want disgraced President Weah and his surrogate who was around here. But then at the end of the day, while bending down to look in the tumor, your own trusted boss and everybody starts seeing what they hanging behind you.
Exactly. You put it right. I think what they're trying to do, the folks behind Joseph Boakai, they are playing the bar politics. They thought this was not going to come. In fact, they didn't know that the legislature or the senators or representatives were going to even take an action to say Central Bank come and tell us what's happening. But Amara Conan moved fast. I don't think they and Amara Conan on the same page. Because if they Amara Conan on the same page, Amara Conan would not have sent for the Central Bank governor and say, hey, come here, come and tell us what's going on, how much money is in the account. They were not going to do that. They were going to leave it like that.
But Mr. Jerry, don't forget to know that Amara Cona's intention was to become president. He wanted to run this particular election.
And I agree with you. I agree with you. That's why
Amara Conan is not going to spoil himself for any political join together. Amara Conan right now is the kind of trap that even the Unity Party has to be afraid of. Because Amara Conan will expose every single issue that will come up to make the Liberian people to believe in him that when he receive or take the presidency tomorrow, he will do better than any other person in this country. See from the war room. You know that it was not Amara Conan who developed that war room idea. It was a Ghanaian expert that Unity Party brought from Ghana. One of the experts were arrested in River G. They brought phones. Amara Conan only took that glory when they asked him to go into that place and work along with the people. As a senator, he became very much celebrated. And everybody like Amara Conan get brain. The Mandingo man get brain. He was so on the spotlight. But listening to some other guys, I don't want to promote another station here tonight on this platform. When they were telling him that he should slow down because he wasn't the one who brought the idea of the war room. So Amara Conan is aware that even the UPs are afraid of him. They know exactly his plan. So Amara Conan in the Senate now, where in fact he has the responsibility to caution the executive, Amara will do everything possible to sell his candidacy for 2029. Mark my words.
And Shehu, that's fair game, that's politics. But you know, we have to be, let me just speak to the Liberian people a little bit. What we are doing here, it's not that we are against Joseph Boakai or we are against Joshua. What we are doing here, we are doing our part of the responsibility. The media check the government. The media serve as a conduit or an instrument of the people. So if you begin to put us down because you love Joseph Boakai, because you love Joshua, and you think we are the bad people, then you miss it. Because we are not making the news. We are not looking for news. We're not making the news for Joseph Boakai. Their action, their activities, we are only discussing what they have done. We didn't manufacture anything. It was not me who told Joshua, it was not Sekou who told Joshua to go and announce $40 million left in the account. It was not me who told Boakai. It was not Sheikh who told Boakai and said, when you go, you must announce half of that amount and say that the one that in the account. We didn't do that. Your presidents that you elected, who's supposed to be a rescue train, I don't know if that train is still moving, whether if people are still getting on board or people are jumping off board.
People on that train. People on that train. People on that train. The train is moving. The train is very strong.
According to
Only some of the iron and honor it wanted to start dropping, but they start tying it already. The tree strong, it will move.
And Sekou said the tree is still moving. So thank God that the tree is moving. And I want the tree to move. But when the tree is moving, the end that Sekou said is trying to fall, let them tie it. Let them bring welders, let them weld it. Very fine. The door of that tree that is about to open, let them fix it, because if it opens, somebody will drop out of that tree and get hurt. If the roof is leaking and raining, let them patch that roof. They should go and weather it so it can, so no rain will fall in there. Because when the rain fall in there, it will fall on people, they will get wet. What am I saying? That the government that you elected, and you said this government was about to rescue you, they must come with clean hands. It is said, he who speaks of equity must come with clean hands. Or in other words, anyone who comes to you and say, look at your eyeball. You got coal in your eye. When you look in that person's eyeball, you should not see coal. Because before you tell me I get coal in my eye, it means you already clean your own eye. So how will you come with, you got a bunch of coal in your two eyeballs, but I get one in my one eye, and you want to criticize me? Oh, my man Gibson, look at your right eye, you get coal there. But your two eye get coal inside. This is the problem in our country. This is the problem in our country. For every time we elect new government, for every time we want people to work for us, for every time we believe in people, for every time we put people on our bikes, for every time we carry them on our bikes, they continue to disappoint us. And this is why our people continue to be at the baseline of life. And the reason why our people, they are living below $1. This is why our people are not catching up with their life. This is why our people are going hungry. This is why our people, children, there's no money to send them to school. This is why our people are suffering. And if Joseph Boakai wants this to be a good government for him, if we want for people to be happy about him, he needs to stop lying. He needs to be honest with the Liberian people. He has no reason to play politics with this. There's no reason to play politics. And all of those people who are behind you, Joseph Boakai, that sent you that fake information, let them go. Let them go. If you let them go, you will show fortitude. You will show maturity. And I want to say thank you to all of you. For those of you who are yearning for information, again, we have our website, the Blaze Daily News. You can go there and you can always find great stories on the website. Let me see. I don't know if I should show it again because we've shown it many times. And the only reason why we show it because people are not used to it. We have different name broadcasting: Blaze Radio, Blaze TV, Blaze Daily News, which is a newspaper, and will be coming out very soon after the radio station and everything is in place. By the time we get to Liberia, the newspaper will be ready to come out, and it's going to be going daily. It's coming out, it's going daily. It's not going 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. We're going daily right away. So this is the website here. Let me show you one more time. And just go through briefly for you, so you can be a part of this radio, this station. This is the front page of the newspaper. If you come here, there are a lot of stories here. You can go to the news tab and you click on any of these. You will definitely get news. If you look county news, you can click here and then you can get a county news. You can click any of them and you will be able to read them. So if you also come here, you scroll down, you will see the different sections. This is court and law enforcement. This one is also video news. We have also entertainment and culture. We have county news. So definitely, if you come on here and you go through the menu, you will find something that interests you. And we got especially our political news. It's the most effective news section. You can come here. We have a lot of politics. You can go to layer 1, section 2, page 4, page 5. You can go all the way to page 21. So you can even go beyond 21 at some point in time. But right now we got to page 21. So these are all stories that you can always read from different angles. We want to encourage you to join us always. We are trying our best to see how we can serve you. You let us know how we can serve you. When you go on our page and you feel like you want to send a message, go to the message box and send up a page. If you go to the newspaper, there is a form there for you to write us a letter or email. Go in there, put your email, put your name. If you don't want to put your name, just say, I don't want to name myself. And then you send a nice message or whatever message that you think we can do, what we can do to improve our system. Sheku is in Monrovia in the studio. I'm in Fargo in my office, and we are doing this together. We want to say thanks to our friend and brother Brooks, who is at Shatter FM. Before I go, let me read this few stories. I think not just okay. We already read almost all the story except for this one story. Michael's Jerry said, "Good evening, Mr. Jerry. Thanks for the hard work done. Please be aware that you will receive many complaints from all UPists on your platform after President Boakai nominations. Be strong." All right, thank you very much. That's a good encouragement for me. Sheku, I want to say thank you for everything you are doing, and get ready tomorrow morning. You are on your way to Banga and Nema County. We are in search of our correspondents. We want 15 correspondents from the 15 counties. We mean business. And after Sheku have done with the correspondent, the English correspondents, the next project for him will be to get 16 vernacular. All our 16 tribes. We have Mandingo on here, we have Dio on here, Mano on here, Pele on here, Basso on here, Gribble on here, Sapo, Crew, Kran, we have Gisi, we have Mende, we have Ba, we have Bele, we have Loma, we have all the people. We want them to come here and speak to our people based on the issue that is ringing for the day. So that's our next project. Thank you very much, and thank all of you for watching. I was not here earlier. I like the correspondent report. That's my favorite. That's my favorite forever. I like the correspondent report from the cities and from the counties. I want to say thank you very much, Sheku, and take care.
Thank you very, very much tonight. And I'd like to say once again, thank you to you for this time that we've had. Normally you go around 11, but today, yes, 21 minutes after 11 o'clock. And Benjamin Brooks is there at Shakhtar FM. We'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you. Shakhtar FM has been off of recent for a couple of weeks, and Shakhtar FM is back on now. Many thanks to Bernard Yure, the owner of the radio, and a very big thank you to Benjamin Brooks. And tomorrow again, we get on our feet to get our correspondent in Bond County and Nimba County. If possible, we will do all of our necessary arrangement to have someone from Lofa County before we get back on base in Monrovia. That's exactly what we will be doing, so that the moment we get back, we will have to add 3 other correspondents, and then we start targeting the Southeast to bring, to our correspondent decks, 15 correspondents across the country. At this point, we will give you reliable information every evening. We're working harder and working harder with other radio stations across the country. We've started hearing from Bond Mines tonight. That was great. Shakhtar FM, I know, is covering over 10 counties in Liberia. And they, in fact, had 500 watts, and they were previously broadcasting on 450. And as we speak now, I was there when the transmitter came on. Banana Yuri just bought a brand new transmitter, and it's 1,000 watts. Shakhtar FM is putting up 800 watts as we speak. Meaning, Bond County is clear on a Shakhtar FM. Some part of Lofa County, Bomi, Grand Kipma County, Grand Bassa County is clear on a Shakhtar FM. Yes, and trust me, Montserrado is as well as clear on a Shakhtar FM. So Benjamin Brooks, once again, would like to say a very big thank you. We'll make use of the platform. We'll make Shakhtar better. Blaze Communication is going to collaborate, and so that we all can have some beautiful and wonderful time together. Until then, the name is Sheku Lansana Shape Wai Nyong Pawo to 2 Hindo Wai Koroma. I'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you. Bye-bye. We are